In politicking a concept for this video, I go through some DMs and I saw a couple of questions asking me about wedding fragrances. And I was like, great topic. Like, yo, Cuba, what fragrance would you personally wear to a wedding if you were ever invited to one? Now, I don't get invited to weddings because of the following. Yeah, that's my dog, de lo mío, yeah. I hit it first though, actually the whole block did. Woo, I knew you wasn't gay, baby. Yeah, you make me proud, my G. One day I'll do that too again. Yay, super cute, honey. God bless you. Dr. Miami needs a revisit. Yay. Oh, shit, that dress is killing it. Off the rack for sure. Yeah. There isn't a lap on the block that bitch didn't sit on. Congratulations, mom. I'm super happy for you. Yes, queen. Yes. Yes, you's a hoe. Yeah, Uncle Koopa sometimes gets a little turned up when the Buchanan is flowing and the ginger ale is sparkly. Shit can go left. No, it's a great concept. Like, what fragrances would I wear and recommend you to wear for a wedding right now? Let's roll my motherfucking music because I select fragrances that I would personally wear to a wedding, and maybe you should too.
I'm kind of a big we're all alone. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Yes, I look like a Hunts Point pimp, and that's what I would wear to your wedding. Thanks for the invite. Now, these fragrances are in no particular order, and I was literally just going through them and seeing what would I feel is a wedding type fragrance vibe. For me, depending on the wedding scenario and who it is and what their nationality is and what type of vibe they're going for, is it beachy? Is it formal? Is it overseas? Is it ratchet and hood? Love those. And one of the first fragrances that I picked up from my collection is Oud for Greatness's Red-Headed Stepchild, and that's by Parfums de Marly, Haltane. Nutty, sage, oud. It's really nothing else. It's a mass appeal, beautiful fragrance that is very easy to wear and definitely appropriate for a wedding. At least my type of vibe. If I'm gonna wear this fake silk shirt, I think this would smell absolutely spectacular at the wedding reception because you're gonna be all sweaty, hot, wet, lubed up, slippering. Your socks are gonna feel like you ran through puddles in a rainy day. This is a fragrance that I feel like the more body heat you produce, the louder it's gonna get. So I think this is the type of fragrance that you wanna get attention from others around you and possible single bridesmaids that are just looking to bang that night. And yo, that happens. Next one. This next fragrance I would recommend for a groom, or at least a groomsmen, because groomsmen are like the targets for getting ass that night. And that would be Marc Antoine Barrios' GANYMEDE, as I refer to it as Richard Gere in a bottle. Sexy, sophisticated, super classy, very mature, very delicious. It's got that dry mineral vibe, slightly musky, citrusy, old school kind of fougere-ish vibes. Super sexy. I personally would wear this as the man of the hour or the man's right-hand man. GANYMEDE is a great recommendation for a wedding scenario, and trust me, you would enjoy it. Next one. I think if you're a classy individual and an older gentleman, you would actually appreciate this fragrance. And this fragrance is made by a content creator, Mr. Smelly, and that's GRAVITAS. I think GRAVITAS is actually a very nice fragrance. It's got that old school fougere style vibe that I think is super fun. Very nice, definitely appropriate for a wedding situation if you're an older refined gentleman, which I am not, but I would definitely rock this one. Next one. Now this next one is a newer one in my collection, and the house I'm really loving it, and that's by the house of Mizenser, and that's CELEBES Woods. Now, in visiting the notes of this fragrance, it says that it's bergamot, cardamom, geranium, cinnamon, cistus, labdanum, white pepper. I'm not familiar with white pepper. Tonka bean and styrax. You know what I say? Sexy as fuck. It's vanillic, it's kind of cinnamony to my nose. Think of like a nice big red gum. Very sexy, very mature, very refined, very delicate with great performance. I think Mizenser is gonna be killing the game, and I think the more attention that they get, people are gonna really start realizing that there is a little bit of hype behind these fragrances in the best way possible. Alberto Morillas killed this shit, and I personally would absolutely wear this to a wedding. Next one. The next one, well, I mean, you're not gonna wear a tuxedo to a wedding? Stop it. We already know what time it is. I'm not gonna say anything else about this fragrance. To me, It's perfect. Next one. Now this next one I've completely forgotten, and it took me a while to go through the collection and start smelling fragrances that I feel associated with wedding or something that I would wear to a wedding. And this one I have absolutely neglected, but it's such a good amber based fragrance. It's woody, it's ambery, it's very sexy, it's very debonair. And this fragrance is by Daniel Josier, and that's AMBRE TABAC. And I've completely forgot about this fragrance. If it's lost in the sauce, that's stupid of me. It's nice, spicy, warm, sensual, seductive, and also has a beautiful brightness, but nice incensey amber woody vibes. Super erotic. I like this a lot. Why have I ignored it? Because it gets lost in the sauce. It's like 17 rows back in fragrances, and if I don't see it, I don't remember it. So sometimes when I do these lists, it allows me to kind of dig through the crates and see what's what and really pinpoint some fragrances that are perfect for the concept that I'm recording. In this particular case, for wedding vibes, this would be insane. Next one. With this one, I was kind of debating back and forth if I would wear it to a wedding. And it took me a little bit of time. I was smelling it off a test strip. I didn't put it on my skin. I was smelling it from the cap, and I'm like, I like it, but is it wedding? Is it my vibe? Then I finally had to do the spray on the skin when going through this shit. Sometimes you overspray all over you and scents just get crisscrossed. This one took me placing it on the skin like 4 sprays to really be like, yeah, this would fucking fit in a wedding scenario perfectly. And that's Chanel COROMANDEL. I recommend this fragrance, but I only recommend it if there's some way that you can test it out. This is a kind of challenging fragrance as it does feel a little bit too mature sometimes. It really takes a snobbier nose to see if this is your type of vibe, but you have to test it on skin and really see if your pH levels work with this shit. It's sweet, it's sour, it's chocolatey, it's dark, it's dense, it's slightly mysterious, but it does have a little bit of an older gentleman type vibe. So you just gotta keep that in mind. In a wedding scenario, which is usually a very formal situation where there are a lot of emotions on everybody's side and you're hoping that somebody raises their hand and objects. That's never happened. I've never heard of that happening, but that'd be dope. This is a fragrance I feel that is tuxedo worthy. I mean, a little something with tails and shit, and you're pulling up in that white vintage limo that really isn't a vintage limo at all, but it looks very nice and it's freshly cleaned. So I think COROMANDEL would be perfect for a wedding scenario, and yes, I would totally wear it. Next one. And I didn't think I would put Chanel in this list twice, but you can't keep out platinum Chanel, baby. This is for like my OG type vibes. If I want to go hood kind of ratchet, I would probably wear this joint and then feel entitled to tell people, yo, this is platinum Chanel cologne. And people are going to be like, yo, the Biggie bar. Or just be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, which happens quite often. Bright lavender, citrusy, sour, super classical, very, very beautiful, very mature and elegant, perfect for a wedding. Now, these are just fragrances that I would personally wear to a wedding and would recommend you to test out to wear for a wedding. Will some of these get you butt? Hopefully, unless your face breaks out in massive acne or you get absolutely shit-faced and you embarrass yourself in front of everybody. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Not speaking from personal experience, but I am. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Let me know what fragrances you would personally wear to a wedding, or if you ever got lucky out of wearing a particular fragrance. Leave it in the comments below. Like and share this video, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. This shirt was literally $4. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best, wanna know who's gonna pass the test. Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that